And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at the threeest new Unlock games. This is escape room games. This is a new series from the Unlock series called Secret Adventures. In Europe, these are sold separately. Here, in America, they're sold by themselves. We have a No Side Story, which is it was just a sequel to the very first Unlock game. We have Tombstone Express, and we have The Adventures of Oz. Now, this review is going to be spoiler-free. I'm just going to be talking about my impressions of these, although I'm going to mention kind of my thoughts and a little bit about each one. So if you want to know nothing, then why did you even click this review? But I'm not going to spoil how these work. Now, these are measured in difficulty. The Wizard of Oz one here is the most difficult, then the Tombstone Express, No Side Story. I actually found Tombstone Express to be the hardest of the three, but it's different for everybody in each way. So let's go through all three of them. So we'll start with No Side Story. This is a sequel to the first one, and if you liked the first one, I think it's called Squeakin' Sausage. It has the same bad guy here, some evil clown. This is one that I would teach people how. In fact, I did when I played this one. I played it with two people. Two of the people I played with had never played an Unlock game before, so this one is really, there's a lot of straightforward stuff to it. There's a lot of silly and zany stuff in it, and it works really well. I liked it. Then we come to Tombstone Express. Now, probably currently, this is my second least favorite. That doesn't mean I don't like it, because I do. There's only, so far, the island is the only one that I did not like. But in this particular one, you are on a train that's been robbed. And through the course of this game, you're trying to figure out who robbed the train. That's fine, but then you're also going through and unlocking things. This one, I'm not trying to spoil it, but there's something in this game that's stupid. I can't explain it. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, you'll know it when you see it. There's also distractions in this one, which I've never had in a game before. And in fact, if you're going to play this, be forewarned that these are going to happen. And again, it's not a spoiler, but as you're playing the game, occasionally the app will say, do something. And if you're not paying attention to the app and you're caught up, you might not notice it for a while. And you're like, oh, the app is telling us to do this. And I found that, I know that that's supposed to be an annoyance. It's supposed to be, and it's supposed to give you this theme. And the theme is pretty strong here. Things are happening and there's some cool ideas. And this one, we actually figured out one of the puzzles before we were supposed to. And then we were sitting there going, I don't think we're supposed to be able to solve this puzzle yet because we're missing something for it, but we can figure it out without the missing part. It was good. It was a Western motif and all, but I just found those distractions to be just that, distractions, and I just want to play the game. Then we have Wizard of Oz, and I think this one, The Adventures of Oz, this is based on the Wizard of Oz theme, obviously. This one is probably my second favorite of all the ones, the pirate one being my favorite, but this one is a close second. This one here is a linear adventure. You know, and I've noticed that these are the ones I like the best, where you are actually an adventurer. In this one, each player is one of the characters. You're either going to be Dorothy or the Strowman. You have a side quest, which is like a little puzzle that you can solve as you go through this game. But you go through and you're following the story of Oz. And because you're following the story of Oz, there is a moment or two over the course of the game where you have a choice or you're looking for something. And if you've read the book or seen the movie, you're like, that seems pretty obvious what I should do here. But don't worry, that's not what most of the game is like. Most of the game is finding things and solving puzzles, and there were some pretty clever puzzles in this one. I really enjoyed this one a lot, and I felt like it was interesting how each person had their own little private puzzle, which we all work together to solve anyway, right? But to do that, and there was things you're looking for, but it was just this constant progression. And now we're moving from this, from the Munchkin land to the next spot. And so you follow those, and you follow a story that everybody knows, but at the same time it has this escape room feel because you're trying to figure things out and put stuff together. Really like this one. Yes, a lot of it's because of the theme, but I thought that the game fit really well with that theme in it. And Tombstone Express, I also like the theme for that one, but I found it more irritating than fun at points. And No Side Story is just a straight up escape room style game, and it's the easiest one of the bunch. Not the easiest one in general, and I'm not saying it's too easy to play. So, all good. I would probably rate this one maybe a 6, though. This one is easily an 8, and this one's a 9.5. That's how much I enjoyed them. So, lots of fun. These are the new Unlock Secret Adventure games. Dice Tower Judgment, approved! Oh, excellent! Bye.